Yo, what is up, my Shadow Armies? It is I, Shadow Critias, back again with another anime discussion video. So, yes, for those people want to know my full thoughts and want me to do, kind of like, not like a review, but more of a discussion about this. If you guys saw the video about, I mentioned that the manga that I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, that the first ever manga got me in tears and is my top 3 favorite manga of all time. First time I read it, I cried. Then the second time I read it, ever since, we had the hurricane incident and we had no power, I read this for the second time, got me into tears even more. Then once I got done reading it for the third time, got me a little bit a tear jerk. Then I watched the anime version in the Japanese dub with subtitles. I knew this anime was gonna get me in tears, so 3 times in a row. And to be honest, I've been taking notes on how many anime that I have watched that got me in tears, and this makes it 20. Yeah, this anime made the 20th of the anime made me cry. Like, hell, I can name a few of them if I wanted to, like Devilman Crybaby, Bleach, RWBY, My Hero, Clown and After Story, Angel Beats, Canon, Anohana, The Tales of Memory, Dragon Ball Super, Fairy Tail, Zetman, Has Been Hotel, Cyberpunk Edge Runner, Orange, Wolf Reigns, The World in Colors, Plastic Memories, God of Words, and now this. So yeah, 20 anime plus the movie. I think that's like the only movie that got me into tears. I might be wrong. No, 2 movies. Yeah, it was 2 movies. And so basically 17 shows and 2 movies that got me into tears. And it felt so realistic and gut-wrenching. And the story, the animation, when I watch the anime, is so gorgeous and beautiful. And the music is also wow, just wow. And the anime adds something a little bit different by showing, the death of Sakura, but they don't show her, they just show a bit of blood in it. And then the anime ended where our main character, Haruki, Haruki, who as Kyoko, being his friends, and that's where the anime movie ends. Base of these 2 characters' name is actually base of trees and cherry blossom. Our main character, Hiruki, his name is base of tree, and Sakura is basically base of cherry blossom, and represent spring and also in April for both of them. So I want to go over about certain moments that broke me and moment that got me in tears. So I got my manga right here, and I put some little bit card and to be a bookmark where I want to go over certain things. So we're going to start with our main character that I just mentioned, that he's basically, on his own, just not interact with anybody, not good with having a conversation, not having friends or girlfriends, just be himself alone and just reading books until he read Sakura's diary and learned that she has an illness in her pancreas that doesn't work anymore. So she's going to die for the couple of few years. Don't know when or how long it will be. He's the only person who knows of her illness. She never told anyone of her friends, not even her family. I think her family knew or not, I don't know. I mean, it stated in the manga and the anime that she never told her friends, so I guess her mother knew about it, maybe? I don't know. But let's just say she never told anyone. And now to our second one, Sakura. Like I said before, that she's dealing with an illness in her pancreas that doesn't work or function anymore. And she kept it a secret and put it in her diary, and she never told anyone. And she's basically the opposite side, be the cheering, happy-go-lucky, caring-free nature, being the sweetest, and also the popular girl, basically, from what everyone been talking about her, that she's basically is the popular girl. Not your typical popular, just the basic, just how kind and care and sweet and how she is. Which this makes them two are the most perfect bond of a close friendship into what they could have been a lovely couple. So there's another character I will mention. Her name, like I mentioned before, Kyoko. She's basically Sakura's friend, and she's a bit hot-headed. Like when our main character is around with her, and she gets pissed. Basically doesn't understand why he's always with her, always hanging out with her, yada yada yada. The reason why, because he wants to make sure that she live her best life as possible before she does die. And I will bring up her friend again later, so just want to keep that in mind. So ever since them two, slowly get to know each other, start to become really, really close. Shiga, that's his last name, Shiga, he start to change, to be more open up and be more kind because of her nature and how kind and she is, and because of her he started to change, all because of her. And until her death came in, until she was supposed to be discharging from the hospital, until she got murdered out of nowhere right after she left the hospital or before she arrived at the hospital. But in the manga, it's actually stated that she was in the hospital and she was about to be discharged. Before leaving, she got killed by a random person that murdered her. And this destroyed Shiga to the core, and he has not been going to her funeral because it was not okay. That was in chapter 8 of the manga. It's actually the one that hits me the most when hits me the most in the final chapter 8. But the one thing that when you read the manga at the end of chapter 3, you hear our main character speaking to himself in his head when he realized that he said, I was just looking the other way. And the ending of chapter 3 says she's going to die. Basically telling us that be prepared, because just telling that she is going to die, and it's kind of like foreshadowing for a bit. I mean, not the murder part, like we know she's dying, but no one knew that she was going to get murdered, which that caught everyone by surprise. And there's one big question that Sakura asked Shiga about this. So, say I was really, really scared of dying, what would you do? And that kind of foreshadowed the last 2 chapters where, oh boy, yeah. Then we get to, where is it? The moment that got me in tears. After her death and after her funeral, Shiga, as she goes visit Sakura's mother, and when he read her diary, and when she leaves a farewell message, the reason why she wants to be around with him, because she wants to be like him. You know, not to be, the popular girl, not to be around people, just wants to be herself. And he gave her that chance to be herself. But Shiga, he also felt the opposite, that he wants to be like her, be open up, be carefree, and have friends, etc. And learning that not only she helped him a lot to change who he is, he also helped her to be herself, that she never had. She wanted to, but she never got the chance. And in the anime, well, oh boy, how do I put this? The anime hits hard as well. Like, it just came to my head, and now I completely forgot what it was. Now that it's just lost for words. After she said her last final word, when she said, well, from the start of the story, that I want to eat your pancreas, she said it in a text message that she sent to him 10 days ago. And from chapter 9 through the final chapter, got me in tears, made me cry. Chapter 8, the final chapter for chapter 8, broke me. Then, in the last 2 chapters, actually shattered me. Until we get the moment where Shiga actually told Kyoko about, Sakura's illness by showing her the diary. She's blaming him on why he's the only one knows about this, and why she never told her or anyone else, because Sakura was afraid that how would they react. And she breaks down in tears that her friend was going to die with this illness, regardless if she wasn't being murdered. So, remember I mentioned about he wants to be friends with Kyoko, because he wants to do it for Sakura to make her feel better. So, after the whole breakout thing, him and her decided to visit her grave and give her the liquid that she liked, which is called a palm wine. right after they leave, they hear her laughing until they felt a hit in their head, like something been thrown at them. And we get these two characters just smile, and all they hear is laughing in the back, which is referring to Sakura. And the final chapter, the final pages, shows our two characters face to face to each other with a cherry blossom, blowing, through them, you know what I mean? And this manga got me into tears, because what else can you say about this manga in general? Like, the stories that she tells about that, some things that we cannot control life, that we had to learn to accept the life what we have now, and like life is precious and life is what we make of it. Then we have to learn to keep moving forward to live our life, and life is too short, and life is cruel in its own way, but life can be something more than cruel. It could be precious, it could be whatever you could feel. And this manga actually shows that life means everything to everyone. Yes, people are going through what they're going through with the whole shenanigans that you could think of the tip of your head. Deal with illness, cancer, losing loved ones, basically anything you could think of that life would just throws at you. And again, like I said, some things that we cannot control of what happens in our life. But the only thing we could do is to keep moving forward, to see a better future for yourself, himself, or herself, or themselves. It doesn't matter. We just got to learn to accept and just keep moving forward along the way. And this manga, like I said before, this will always be my top 3 favorite manga, right next to Goodnight Punpun and Bleach. I said it before, I said it again, I never thought of a manga, of all things, will get me into tears. Usually anime will get me into tears, but reading this manga got me in tears. When I first heard about this, and heard about the manga, the movies, both animated and live action, when I saw the title, I was like, what? Then, one thing for certain, it's basically the old phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. And the title basically say, yeah, don't let the titles fool you. And reading this manga, you basically understand the meaning of the titles. And I don't know what I could say, that oh boy, because I know what it's like to lose someone that is closest to. Like, I lost, well, for those new people may not know, about 6 years ago, that I lost the woman I loved in a car accident. And that destroyed me, physically and emotionally. And I couldn't handle it. But then it was hard for me to move on, but the pain is still there, and it will never go away. Hell, I'm in a relationship now, and that the pain is still there, and I'm still actually feel scared if I lose that person in the same way. So I basically understand the main character, what he's going through, that he just lost first ever person that he considered as a friend, or potentially be his first ever girlfriend, in a way. And all I can say is that this was a fantastic read for a manga and a fantastic movie that I watched. And I don't know what else I could say. That it's very powerful in his own way. So yeah, that is why I Want to Eat Your Pancreas basically broke me and made me cry. Both the anime and the manga. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media will be down below. Schedule box, you guys know the drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Near before, shout out Critias, and I'll see you guys later.